quick video because I don't have much SD card left and I didn't even edit my last video, but here I am. It's really cool, for one, that I can fit my truck and my trailer in here. Use my little off-road jack and put it under the tongue, and I can move it around the shop. Should I have continued doing projects on this? Yes. Should I have taken it outside before bringing this in? Yes. Is it raining out and I just washed the truck for what I'm doing today? Yes. Stupid jokes aside, there's so many things I should be doing to this thing before the Gambler, which is less than 30 days away. Fix the steering, rebuild the front end, pretend that the brakes aren't a disaster, solar panels, Milwaukee battery charger, list goes on. Things that actually should get done. But what am I doing tonight? I'm putting Plaid on the truck. The goal, and I've tried this before, had to order more because this is going to be harder than last time. Last time you can see literally the line of cleanliness. The Plaid used to go down. Today we're going to attempt, and I've already failed once at this, to go along this line here, cover the fender, go all the way to the back. That will probably leave me right about here. And if it's a question of up here where I'm going to go, if I have to go down so it's like right in that little butt crack, that's what I'm going to do. And it's going to go all the way back, and I'm hoping it's going to go all the way around so it kind of like fills in. I have a couple rust spots that are like in the zone, auto zone. There's another one on the other side of the truck, but then I also have a bunch of like rust holes and paint breaking off in spots that I've been scraping up while I'm off-roading, and those I bought stuff to fix it, fix it, but since it's in the no-no zone, I'm gonna do that later. I want to try to get this freaking Plaid back on. You got Plaid there, Plaid on that bar, and then the shifter knob, and then the seat also part, the back of that, the trailer, one half still has most of its Plaid. So we need to be Plaid before the Gambler. I wasn't joking about how much other crap I should be doing. There's all this trash that's piling up. Literally had to kick it out of its way to get there. The last thing that's hilarious about this entire thing, I did this maybe, I don't know, 6 or so years ago. If I drop it, this is removable. Oh, whatever. I don't know if there's a description on. This is wallpaper. This is peel and stick vinyl wallpaper. It's not vinyl for wrapping cars. When the first time I did it, I did like wheel well to wheel well on both sides for like $20, and it lasted a really long time, at least 4 years, I think. In 115-degree summers in Oregon, super rainy Washington, super cold. I think we were negative 32 winters ago in Montana. So it's seen it all. I took it off about a year or two ago, and I bought more because when I took it off, my friends that said, "Oh my gosh, your truck looks so much better." I said, "I can't have that. It needs to look ridiculous." So here you can see the Plaid on the trailer. I did in a rush and it peeled off. So, but this is how it's going to the top. And this is the Dakota trailer. This is kind of what I'm going for on the truck, where it's going to end right about. So, full bed though. All right, here we go. Well, last night I spent maybe 3 hours just doing this. I did one attempt and then I didn't like it, ripped it off. Went again, took the fender flare off, and then had to clean it up. The process is hard to explain, but I was able to get it to come all around. There's a couple spots, and there's really tight spots where you can't form it very well. But with this off, I was able to use the hot air, the heat gun, and push it in and then cut it, and Came out really nice. Back here, it's all right. This isn't, you're not gonna look at that the most, but for the rest of it, turned out pretty good. And then I was able to put my sticker, the Sons of Smoky sticker, not my sticker, but I've had this for a couple years and I've never actually been able to put it on. I was gonna like cut an oval, but this turned out pretty good. I'll have to put the fender flare back on. I have to clean the fender flare and then put the like double-sided tape. Also, this time around, I went and got this, like, you can't, it's really hard to tell. It's from the Ricer aisle at AutoZone. It's just like a black stripe that's for like making stuff on your car black, whatever. I used it to protect the edge so that it has less of a chance of peeling up. That was like one of the only reasons I took off the last batch was, or the last one was in these spots where it ends or where it could come up. And the last one too, I literally just went from the end to end, actually from right there to right there, and just put it on, and then I just cut here and then folded it in, and so it didn't have as much like depth, and so it was just right on the edge, and it kind of frayed up. So I'm hoping this black tape, and the fact that I was able to get it in further, and then the black tape along all the edges. There was a spot right here that didn't want to come down, like it didn't like it. I don't know. And right here, you might be able to tell. It's wallpaper. It's not meant to be doing this, but for how stupid it is, it's working. And so yeah, I'm just hoping this paint or this little stripe will help keep it together. I might have to do one up here and then a little one here, but I'm gonna wait until I get this half done before I see how that looks, because from how I'm gonna have to line these up to do the next section, it's probably gonna be a little bit up closer to the edge here. And I was hoping to not do that. I want it to just be right here, but it's gonna have to be up here, and then I'm gonna have to just fake it here. So, progress. But I figured since I've already got the back half as I got some sort of a process, I'm gonna do it again on this side. I took that fender flare off, I cleaned it, but there was way more of that double-sided tape. I tried like everything from acetone to WD-40 to a bunch of stuff, and I just couldn't get it off. This eraser wheel from O'Reilly's was just like, well, I also bought the proper adhesive remover, sprayed it on there, and then wire that wheel, and it cleaned it right up. So we're gonna do this. Since this is such a huge thing for me to handle, I got these magnets. I'm gonna peel back the backing all the way to this point, and then start here and go forward, wrap it, and then peel that half and go that way. That's how I did it last time. So see how this turns out. All right, got the right or driver's side done. This one a little better than the last one, but this was tricky. So last time I did this, I literally just put it over top and then just like cut it out and then just left it on there. But like, because you cut it so close, it would like fray up, and like just looking at it, it looked crappy. This time I took this completely off, put the wrap wallpaper on, and use heat shrink to get in pretty far as I could, so it's all formed pretty good. Then I put this back on as just a black cover. Took another piece of material, some scrap I had, and cut out essentially this square, and then with the magnets put it up there and lined it up, and then pulled the backing off halfway and stuck it on. Then pulled this all the way off and finished doing it, and then using the heat gun to wrap it around it. And then I just put it on, and it is like, there's no way you could tell. I couldn't have done it any better than that. So I'm hoping this time around, water and wind getting in there won't pull it up. I think this was also the other spot that like kept coming off, but I cut it like right there. So this time I did a slightly better job, but and then the sticker's on, the black stripe is on. I did it here too, and it actually turned out better than the other side. The only thing that sucks is this part here, and I guess it's just as bad over here. So, but now the scary part, the front. The front, not only am I have to deal with the fender, but also I have to like match this up. So what I did is I found the flattest spot on this to use as a reference. And if you can see, it bulges out. This like is bulges out and then it rounds over and up. I put it on flat there first, then went up and let it do its thing. And under here, man, I really wish I could have taken this off and then taken this off so I could have just covered it. But I shoved it up as best I could and then trimmed it. The problem is, from distance, if I don't line up these stripes well enough, people driving by or looking at it from more than 10 feet away, geometric shapes, anything that has like a solid line or like a plane of existence or anything that has like anything like that, you make it just off enough and it'll catch everybody's eye really easily. So I have to not only line it up, I need to line it up until about here, because then this is all going to get so stretched it's going to be whatever it is. But I gotta do this. This part of the truck is so much flatter that it's not a big deal. And then I have to pop the hood, bring it in here. I have to take these fender flares off too. The V8 emblem and the headlights have to come out. And I'm gonna try my best to bring it all in and then wrap it in underneath. None of it will be on the hood. So, but I'm kind of scared. It looks really good like that. It looks weird without it all the way up, but so far it's not messed up. It's turned out all right. Well, this is literally over a week later from the previous clip, but it's done. Took way longer than I wanted it to, but it turned out really freaking good. So each section is actually done different, like is a different section, meaning I only went to here and then stopped. And then I put another one on here and went to the next section, stop. And so, I mean, I locked the truck, but this actually goes in, and then this side goes in and around. I had to take these door handles off so it goes inside. That's why it like looks nicer. Here's the only weird spot is because it does like a really sharp, and then there's no way for me to get back there and like clean it and do it right. I put this trim guy on. This side I was able to get in there when the doors open. Fenders came off. Those were a pain. Getting the double-sided tape off was a pain in the butt. This side I attempted to stretch it, but as you can see, it actually not so good. But I put the sticker on so it hides my mistake. Headlights was a learning curve to get off again. But then, funny enough, I just did this side and it turned out perfect. So, I don't know, I learned a lesson on how to do this better. There's tiny little imperfections, but I mean, dude, for wallpaper, this is sick. I also did a trick where, it's hard to explain, but the curvature of the body makes the bottom look like it's at different heights. So there's actually a piece of tape that one protects the edge, because in the past, like the edge is actually where it's gonna wear first and start to peel. The upper side less, because it's flatter. This side's so curvy that I've seen this like peel a little bit. So there's this tape, but it also like fakes a line, so it like fakes it better. So this turned out way better than well, this is as good as I was hoping. This side actually has a lot of little I'm telling you, it was so freaking hard to stretch this one person heat gun. Take these off, put them back on. It actually like wraps around underneath this quite a bit. So this was literally 3 or 4, 5 days of work because I don't know what I'm doing and it's not really the right stuff. But look how cool it looks. I'm going to buy another one of these when I get to camp and put it on the other end. Yeah. This is just my livery for the Gambler. I'm probably going to keep it on for as long as I can. It's hilarious. People give me weird looks. But yeah, she's done.
Yeah! Alright, you're watching the Disney Channel.